Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Showtime Doctor.
And Fort Misery Gaming.
We're doing our first collab here. Had a good chat. If you guys don't know, Fort Misery Gaming, pretty awesome YouTube channel. Definitely go check it out.
Thanks, man. And I will be posting this on my channel too. So anyone watching from my channel, make sure you guys go check out Showtime Doctor. He does a lot more games than me. So if you're not liking Epic 7 or Overhit, you can probably find another one you will enjoy.
Yeah, actually, there's a little Knights Chronicle thing, but I won't bore people with that. So, well, hey, we just kind of met today as far as talking, but talk a little bit about yourself, your channel, your experience. What's going on?
Yeah, so we've been around for about 4 years. Took forever to get traction, but started with Dokkan Battle. We did some Naruto Blazing, and then we did pretty well with Dragalia and Damachi, and eventually into Epic 7, which really grew our channel. And now we're doing Epic 7 and Overhit primarily.
Nice,
So,
nice.
have a full time business and getting married and stuff. So it's pure part time for me, and getting even one video out a day is time consuming. So the grind is real.
And I apologize, guys. The lag might be on the camera side. It's probably my program, so it's just the nature of having so much stuff up. That's just how it goes. Can't even load my battle. There we go. All right, so, oh yeah, Epic 7. I actually got, I was pulling for Fallen Ceci. I got Evil Ken, or Martial Artist Ken. So I got
Oh,
pretty
you
lucky
did?
today.
ML Ken today?
Yeah, dude. I was like, oh.
Damn.
But anyways, a
So
little
on your regular Moonlight summons, not on the Mystic summons, huh?
yeah, and then Mystic Summons were both 3-star trash, so you know how it
Oh,
goes.
wow. Well, congrats.
But I was saving for it, but at least I got one thing.
He's my only ML Nat 5, so.
Oh, is he really? Damn. Yeah, mine too now,
Yeah.
yeah. I had all 4s before that. But okay, it's supposed to be an overhead video, but that's maybe we can do some Epic 7 stuff too.
Sure.
So for those who don't know me, I started God, just about a year ago now, I think a little bit less. I was covering Knights Chronicle for a while till they had Costume Gate and update, by the way. Apparently that's over with on the year anniversary. And then we did a little bit of Dragalia Lost for a bit before Nintendo was like, oh, people are having fun with our game, we better cut that off. And you know how that goes. And then got into Epic 7, and then now I'm more into Overhit. So, or not more into Overhit, as into Overhit, I guess is the easy way to say it. So, if you're in Fort Misery's Gaming's channel, you feel like checking mine out, I'd appreciate it. And then likewise, please check out Fort Misery's Gaming channel if you haven't seen him before. Really cool dude. We just sat here chatting, chopping it up for like 40 minutes before the video. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, it was cool talking about a lot of inner workings on the YouTube world. So
Yeah, he told me some stuff I didn't know, but we'll just leave that between ourselves. So, all right. So Overhit. So overall, what are your thoughts on the game? What would you say?
I think it's a pretty cool balance of a lot of things. Obviously, there are always things when a game first comes out that you're not 100%, completely down with. But I think overall, from my experience of coming from a lot of them between Destiny Knights and Dokkan Battle and Epic 7 and Dragalia, that it does a really good job of kind of bridging the gap between free to plays and pay to win players, which I think is that's the big thing of keeping people still interested in the game, so that the game is still growing and they're still getting advertised out there through the free to play market or the pit, but also still obviously making profit as a company. So I think the fact that they have the auto repeat farming function in the game is a big draw for them. A lot of games like Epic 7 really lack that feature. And I think the big thing is that even though this is a game where it really is emphasized to pull several dupes of characters, and that does generally, like Dokkan Battle, make it into a kind of a pay-to-win-ish market, but the fact is they don't really make PvP rewards so obscenely, more than someone that's like an average free-to-play player that maybe can only get to gold or diamond level, but the people that are getting into Challenger and onwards, they're not really getting so much more of a reward than the free to plays are, that it's not like making you like, oh man, well, I'm so far behind, I'm never going to catch up sort of deal. So
Yeah.
I think that's a really, really good thing that they didn't make the PvP rewards so crazy good. especially this early. You know, we're only in the third week of the game. So,
Yeah, I remember
um,
I was talking to some guy that was pretty high rank PvP, and I'm like, oh, well, what's your reward? And it was like maybe 40 or 50 more crystals a week than I'm getting right now in gold or whatever.
yeah,
So it was it was kind of like, oh, really? That's interesting. Okay.
yeah, I think like even like if you're the in challenger or master, you're only getting something like 400 or 450 gems. So it's not even like I'm getting like my rank. I'm in diamond 2 and I'm getting 175. So
Hmm.
it's like only like double what I'm getting, which it's still barely enough for one multi summon. So it's not like you're getting like like 5 multi summons or something
Yeah.
ridiculous like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they're doing a pretty good job. Was a little disappointed overall with the patch that we're going to talk about today, but I from what I heard in the soft launch, because I didn't play during the soft launch, but that they did take a while to release the game modes, like they did them in waves. They didn't really do like what Epic 7 did, where pretty much everything's released at the launch of the game, and
Oh
you're just
yeah.
kind of like overwhelmed with things to do.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna be interested to see how they go like the next 6 weeks to see like when we get like guild wars and guild boss battles and the monthly tower event and stuff like that. So
Yeah. Yeah. I'm hoping because I was talking to some people that play the Japanese and the Korean server, and man, they have like totally different UI among a couple other things from us. And granted,
oh
the
yeah,
game's been out like a year for them, I think.
yeah. So obviously they're
But
way
um,
different.
I remember I was looking at it, and I remember I used to see the screenshots. In fact, the screenshot I have right now of Rito from that pig-headed gaming website, that's what the UI looks like on the other servers, and I think it's prettier, but it's not like we have a bad UI, so whatever. Just the way it is.
Yeah,
Um, Personally, as far as this game goes for me, I was playing it a month or so ago with the VPNs on the Canadian and then the Australian soft launch.
yeah.
Um, I like the game. Game has awesome graphics and all that. Wasn't super impressed with I guess the gearing system necessarily, but then as I discovered more and more, there's team moves that you can unlock. And then they added the grimoires, which they just added for the new global release. It's made the game a fair bit deeper, and there was other things that I just didn't know about that I know about now, such as the item crafting. And it's
Oh, like crafting the grimoires and stuff like that.
yeah, that and like combining gear. You can combine like 3 stars
Oh
into four
yeah, yeah.
stars. I didn't know that in the other thing.
Oh yeah, that would definitely hold you back.
Yeah, yeah. So I was just
Trying to
sitting
get to
there.
like raid 8 and 9
Yeah,
without having
getting
any
wrecked.
crafting
Yeah,
gear.
getting wrecked by everybody. So, but yeah, since I saw all that, and then the different synergy with the heroes and stuff like that, I find that all pretty cool. But I'm waiting to see, like you, I'm waiting to see what they do next, what's going to be going on, and we'll get into the patch notes a little bit too. Even though I think we both did separate videos, but we can talk about that. I know that's something you're chomping at the bit for. Um,
Yeah,
okay,
for sure.
so let's get into the new heroes then. So,
Okay.
if you want, we'll go over Rito first. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's good.
All right, so Rito is apparently going to be a new Ice AoE character, from what we can tell. Now, we pulled up Rito's skills on Pig-Headed Gaming because it's kind of hard to find otherwise. But apparently, you were saying on the official Discord there might have been a separate skill set for Rito.
Yes. So Jen, shout out to her in the official Overhit Discord for Reddit. She actually posted this last night, and that's the only reason why I even looked at the Discord last night. And she posted. I had it on my phone. I was like literally about to go to sleep, and I just glanced over the patch notes. And when I glanced over the heroes, they were pretty much identical for what we got this morning, but they actually had the skills listed. And what we're going to talk about today, Rito, from the skills from Pigheaded, actually shows like an electric based attack, like
Yeah.
status elements. But when we saw them last night, it was actually more like Rise's skills, where it was a chill freeze mechanic.
Yeah.
So, granted, freeze and paralysis still immobilize the targets, so they kind of accomplish the same thing. But I wonder if Nexon released the wrong skill set, possibly, and that's why they had to take it down.
Could
Is
be.
like maybe they screwed up. I don't know.
Yeah, because the thing that would change with that, like we were saying, was there's a lot of chill follow up in the game. as far as I know, there's no shock follow-up. As far as I know.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it
Yeah,
yet, if there
because
is.
I think the Colette, I know for sure Agalea has Rise has that as well. For
Yeah,
sure.
so we're hoping it's going to be chill, but who knows? We'll see. But hey, we'll go over what's printed here. Hopefully it's right. If it's not, I'm sure we'll just release another video. That's fine. So,
Cool.
all right, you want to read the skills or me?
Yeah, I can do it. So
it.
Rito, first skill deals 174% damage to 4 enemies, AoE. Second skill deals 165% damage to 4 enemies. Additionally, have apply electric shock for 216 seconds with a 110-second cooldown, and then
That was 21.6 seconds.
For 21.6 seconds, right?
They slid the dot in there. That'd be broken otherwise. Well, maybe not. Go ahead.
And they don't have his leader skill. They have 2 passives. So I guess this is if you have the Grimoire more unlocked, he gets 2 passives, or they both trigger at certain situations.
Or
I'd have to
I guess really it might be where they are in the game. Maybe there's a way to get a second passive that we don't have yet.
Yeah, or some heroes do have 2 passives on their abilities.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Yeah, but this is Decision Power level 3. Increase the critical magic damage of friendly allies by 63% in the column. Rito is deployed. And then the second passive is reduce the critical damage of 5 enemies by 50%. So those are pretty insane, actually.
Yeah, actually.
So his passives are very similar to Rise's passives, actually.
Yeah, just a little bit of AoE going on. Well, dang. Critical magic of friendly allies. Does that mean everybody then for that passive?
Yeah, so anyone that's a magical-based attacker, so like Angelo would be getting more criticals, more critical damage.
It says line effect, so I wonder if that's like they have to be in the same row.
So it's everyone in the line. So if you put 3 people up front and he's up front, and then the other 2 people would get the buff.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then, dude, reduce critical damage of 50.4. That'd be crazy in PvP.
5 enemies, so it's like that pretty much gives you built-in protection from Angelos.
Yeah, you could use him because a lot of people like me, I'm using, like, say someone like Ash to do an attack debuff in PvP. But yeah, if you can do a crit debuff in PvP, that's almost pretty much as good. So
yep,
probably better in most cases. All right, so what do you think of the hero overall then?
Well, assuming this is correct or it's the other version, I feel it's going to be a depowered version of Agalea. I mean, the way it read last night, from what I remember, that's what it seemed like another version of Agalea. As far as for summoning for the hero, that's really going to depend, I think, on the rates. This is going to be our first rate up banner for global, so I'm interested to see if they're going to actually increase the overall SSR rates, or if they're going to leave them the same and only increase like his rate or her rate, if they're on the same banner.
Yeah, so, I'm hoping they're on the same banner. I think that's what I read. That's
what it seemed like. They seemed like they're going to have a overall water rate up banner, and then they're going to have a banner for Rito and the other girl.
Yeah, so like,
Euroha.
Yeah, hopefully they'll be on the same banner, but of course we'll look at the other hero. As far as I can see with this hero, it looks like she'll be crazy. I assume that's a she. You never know. But in these games.
Pretty sure it's a girl.
But this would be a crazy PvP hero for sure, and probably a high-end farm hero could help your high-end farm teams, especially on fire stuff, of course. And
yeah, I think Rito will be. I think he'll be definitely a PvP and a campaign hero.
Yeah, and then as far as raid goes, you got Vadir, the fire boss, and doesn't have a chill effect, so not debuffing, but does have that crazy debuff effect if you manage to get the passives going on with what I assume is going to be the Grimoire passive.
Yeah, I just don't know if you bring him though because he only has AoE attacks, so his multipliers are going to be significantly lower.
No, that's true. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see where the character ends up on the meta, but looks like a pretty strong hero to pull for overall. So.
Yeah, I'd say if you're struggling to clear campaign and you've saved up a lot, you haven't been summoning a lot on the premium, the regular gacha, then I'd say probably go for him. I think if you get at least 3 copies of them, then you could probably use them for hard mode.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so quick note before we get to the next hero. My Discord, there were a couple people that play in the Korean server, and they were telling me that Rito was the one to pull for. But apparently in your Discord says that Euroha is the one to pull for, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll just have to see how that plays out. So we got up Iroha's skills here. She is a water support, from what we can tell. They got all the weird anime classifications going on this website, but you want to read the skills again, or you want me to?
Yeah, I can.
Okay,
so so she has, her first skill is increase the attack power of allied water attribute heroes by 20%, increase the defense power of allied water attribute heroes by 10%, and then increases the HP of allied water attribute heroes by 10%. So that's her leader ability. And then her first ability, that was the leader ability. So her first ability active is gives burn immunity for 60 seconds on 5 allies. Furthermore, when the target HP is 80% or more, in addition to the fixed value, 726, a barrier for 26% of the aggressivity is applied for 30 seconds. I don't know what that means.
This is translated, guys, so we had to get our skills translated. We'll see.
Yeah.
I think it wasn't that. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, no. So the first ability I think so. The first ability is if you are 80% or more, you get a barrier. And then when it goes to the second ability, if you're below 80%, you get HP regeneration of 41.3% of the attack power. I would assume that is the attack power for each hero, since you target each hero. And you do basically an auto regen for 6 seconds every 6 seconds for 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. So it seems like it's going to be a powerful regen then.
Yeah, so it's like it helps you protect yourself if you're full health, and then it helps you heal up if you're below 80%. And then her skill 2 is 177% of the attack strength on 4 enemies and grants darkness for 19 seconds with medium probability. I don't know if we've had darkness. I assume that's blind.
Yeah, maybe? It's probably blind, yeah.
Okay. So I would say she shouts it needs to be more raid based. So I would assume you would want to bring her for raid, primarily just for her S1. And probably your S2, you probably wouldn't really ever use it in raid. You use your other skills on your other heroes.
I felt dumb. I was showing the wrong webpage that whole time. Like, it was technically the right webpage, but it was like a different translation, so as I'm following it, I'm like, wait. Oh. My fault. I'm sorry, everybody. My fault. Okay. But anyways, we're here now. Okay, so it looks like her leadership's going to be fairly strong if you need a water team, probably Vadir raid, that type of thing.
I assume this is probably not at max level, so I assume all this will go up too.
Yeah, and then the thing that catches my eye, Burn's ineffective on her 1 there. So does that mean immunity to burn for 60 seconds? That's probably what it means then?
I would assume so.
Which, that's pretty huge, because I just wonder, that's probably going to be a buff, right? So it could still be dispelled if it becomes something too OP in PvP somehow.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that's how it works in Epic 7. I would assume that you can still strip immunity, just like Epic 7. So I would assume you can strip.
Yeah, so her 1...
immunity.
Her 1 looks like it'd be really good right after a big boss AoE or like a PvP AoE possibly.
Or you set up with that first and then you get a barrier and then you're immune to burns. And then it doesn't say on this site what her cooldown rate is for either of her skills, unfortunately.
Oh, I might be able to get that. Let's see. I'm looking at the other thing real quick.
Now I wouldn't dig too much into it.
Supposedly her 2 is a 90-second cooldown and her 1 is a 77-second cooldown.
Oh, okay.
So pretty long cooldowns for both overall.
Yeah, that is. Yes, 70 is pretty high for your S1.
Yeah, although blind, I'm finding blind to be one of the most underrated debuffs in the game right now.
So I thought if you would want to bring like a mono water PvP, you could probably use her S2 for PvP then.
Yeah, yeah, because
Like lead with that, and then clean up with if you have like Colette and Rise on your team, then you could then go into their dual attack, skill attack.
Yeah, because I run that, I forget his name right now, but the vampire guy, the SSR tank in PvP. And
Damien.
yeah, his AoE, I don't have him geared enough to where it does a ton of damage, but when the blind goes off, it's super nice, especially on someone like, you know, AoE DPS or Proxy or whoever, so. Okay, so what are your thoughts on this character then?
I mean, she's interesting because, like, the thing that only makes her awkward is when you're bringing her for a certain mode. I feel that she would be used one skill for one mode and one skill for another mode. So I feel like detonation, her S2 is probably going to be used for primarily, I would say, PvP only. And then I would say her S1 is only going to be used probably for raid or boss content. But I guess if you're bringing her campaign, you could potentially use either.
Yeah.
You could use S2 for the mobs, and then once you get like to a high level boss, like on 1510 or 1310, then you could be using Iron Wall. So I think she's cool. She's a pretty cool utility, assuming this translation's correct on her.
Yeah, I know. we just gotta hope, hopefully.
Yeah.
We'll see. Alright, so that's our thoughts on the new heroes. There was another topic you want to get into with the patch notes, right?
Yeah, I just wanted to go over as a whole the patch notes. So pretty much what we got was we're getting basically another call-out event. We're getting a 7-day attendance reward, which, I mean, hopefully we get another SSR ticket in that. And pretty much the same thing. It looks like we're going to be getting like the quiz thing that's going to be kind of similar to like the board games, and the bingo and stuff. So,
yeah, some of the like the mini games are kind of funny, but whatever.
Yeah, so that's all cool. Like that's all good stuff. Looks like we're gonna be able to probably get 50 shards of Esta. And then what is pretty cool is they did give us a growth cost discount for the water event. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, so I wonder. I heard like before it was something crazy, like 50% reduction in soft launch.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, I wish I'd have known that was coming. I would just save more of my upgrade mats.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I almost maxed out my rise, and I'm just like,
yeah. They always get us somehow, man. It's just like, damn it.
Yeah, so that's cool. But what really got me was that literally half the patch, when you scroll down, like this big section in the middle is like all pay-to-win packs. And what really got me is like, okay, you want to promote your packs, whatever. They don't put the prices for one. So they don't even like give us a hint of like how much this is going to cost. And then in red, they show here what really is like the get ya of like, is that select random summon ticket. You will acquire one hero from the 10 you choose. So like the first one, you can pick Iroha and Rito. And then you got to pick 8 SRs. And you know for a fact that the SRs that you pick are probably going to be what you get. Yeah. So you're literally paying $50 for probably getting an SR.
Yeah, I mean, if you were spending money on the game, that's probably a pretty efficient one right there.
No, I think it's not efficient because you're probably going to get an SR.
Oh, I thought it was you get the SSR and the 8 SRs.
No. You get
my fault. Okay,
random summon ticket.
It's
one ticket. You will acquire one
ticket,
hero
right,
from 10 heroes. So you have a 80% chance of getting an SR hero.
That's funny.
And then literally, so that's, you get that.
Once per account.
SSR water type hero fragments times 20, and then you get 5 skill ups.
Yeah.
No gems at all.
That's kind of shady, in my opinion.
Unless that was like $1, I wouldn't buy that.
Yeah, I wonder what the price is going to be.
I think all 3 of the event ones are going to be 50. And then again,
that's what I think too.
Again, and then again we have the kind of the same thing here. At least you get gems for the Rito and the Iroha specific ones. But there you only then have a 10% chance to pull the selected hero.
Yeah. So, it kind of seems like they're going for a Summoner's War thing with that, except Summoner's War rates were a lot lower, I think. But
Oh, really? Was it? I never played that,
Oh
but
man, yeah, I've heard stories. I've never played it either. I tried to, but they don't have enough accounts to give out anymore, so they won't even let you register unless you have one of their IDs already.
oh, you can't even like download the game anymore and
Yeah,
play
but
it.
a couple of my
Wow.
friends they were telling me there used to be I guess farming in that game took a long time. So there was a
Hmm.
certain combo of heroes to where if you got both of them, the farming drastically sped up, like something like 40%, right?
Mm.
So people were blowing like thousands of dollars because they don't. From what I hear, this is what I've been told. They don't have banners in that game. They have just one, like the basic Omni thing. So you're always summoning against all the other heroes. So
Oh,
that's
so there's
why.
no rate ups ever. It's
Yeah.
just
So
you're a crapshoot of what you get.
well, I guess there's rate ups like you could pay $100 or they have like all these ridiculous prices and it would be like 2% or something like that. There was never like a big 10% or 100% or anything like that. So
Hmm.
people spent thousands of dollars getting this combo of two heroes, and when they got them, the people who run that game, I don't know their name offhand, but the people who run that game, they nerf those heroes after the fact. So like people were like super pissed. They were like, dude, I just dropped like thousands of dollars and you just nerf the heroes because people are farming too fast according to them. So
Wow. Okay.
anyways, but
Well, won't play that game ever. Um,
yeah, I was figuring I'd try it just for some you know, SDM or whatever it's called. But all right, so
but
keep going. So
so they have the joint package and then they have one. It looks like you can get each one of them 3 times. Now you go for the one that's the specific hero. Like if you want to buy the Rito summon package, then you, like I said, you have a 10% chance to basically get Rito. And then you get, but you do get 500 gems. So if you're looking at gem value wise, it's probably close to being okay. And then you still do get, I would assume you get to pick. I don't know if it's random because it doesn't say pick, but it says SSR water type hero fragment chest times 20. So you could get just random ones, possibly.
that's what I would guess.
Yeah, probably get random ones. But the good thing about the skill shards in this game is you can always sell them and then go after the specific typing you want anyway. So say if you get like 5 Ritos and then you get like 7 Collettes and like 8 Rises or whatever, then you could sell all the Rises and Collettes to try to get more Ritos. That's what you're going for.
That's fine.
But yeah, I can't remember if 500 gems is the equivalent to $50. Because if it's equivalent to $50, then you basically are getting like a free chance at a SSR and then the materials. So if the 500 gems is equal to $50, then that's better. But definitely the first one with no gems is terrible.
Yeah.
But I think what the pack that has potential of what people might buy, it will completely depend on the price. But the 1 million download celebration pack that you can get 3 times is 300 gems, 100,000 gold, and then you guarantee you get to pick 3 of the Dimension Gate heroes. So that's like Ash, Sophia, Ren, and I think there was 2 more. And then so say you want Ash, Sophia, and Ren, then you're gonna have basically a 33% chance to get a free copy of one of them. So it's guarantee SSR ticket though, basically.
That's pretty good.
So
for
that one I
that.
could see being better. So if it's like
But
between 10 and 20, I think a lot of people would buy that.
yeah. Yeah, I'm wondering personally if they're because Epic 7 did this where how it says once per account, 3 times per account.
Mm-hmm.
They did a thing to where they basically doubled that or tripled that at some point, so it's like 9 times per account. So because they wanted more money, of course. So I'm wondering if these guys are going to eventually go get around to that. We'll see.
Well, some of their packs they had were just like one time, like the level up packs and stuff, and like welcome packs, and then but a lot of them were like they do have them like the celebration pack 2 that we just had. I think it's still up for another 2 weeks. So it's like you get 3 tickets that you pick the type of hero you want, and you get a random SSR or SR from that. That one was like $50 with like Rainbow Catalyst and 500 gems, and you got some equipment chests too. But you could get that one 3 times as well.
Okay, yeah. Well, all right. So, is that your thoughts on it, or anything else?
Yeah, I hope if Nexon listens to this that they'll consider not cluttering their patch notes going forward with so much packs and more
Yeah, that
actual
kind of
content.
there's a way to do that. Like in my opinion, you should just have that in a separate note. You
That's what Epic
know,
7 does. Is like they'll do their patch notes and it's just completely just talking about what's actually content being added, and then
yeah,
they'll have a
because
separate post for what packs they're selling for
you know,
them.
like don't misunderstand us. We understand people, certain people are interested in this stuff, and that's fine. You know, if they want to list, this is what we're gonna do, and it's gonna be available from this date. Yeah, we get that. That's fine, but you know, your patch notes should be this is the new content, these are the new heroes, this is the bug fix. In our opinion, that's that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But okay, so and then we got the new Esta event. Esta, for those who don't know, it's a fire AoE DPS. Pretty good. I wouldn't say super top tier, but then again, I haven't seen her with 5 copies, so who knows? Any thoughts on her?
I mean,
She's the girl with
shows
the
on the
gun.
tier list she's 975, so
Yeah.
she's terrible in raid. She's decent in arena, and she's pretty good in campaign. So I would say if you need an AoEer for campaign and you have maybe 3 copies of her, and she might be worth building.
Yeah, I'm actually excited because I got a copy just offhand, so if I can get at least 1 or 2 more off the event, I'll be happy.
I have 2, but I'm going to be selling all my shards for dark chests. So.
Oh, are you? You know, maybe I should go that route too. We'll see.
Yeah, well, I'm 30. You know, I'm 28 shards away from getting my last Dupatez, so I'm definitely committed to
that'd be nice.
that. Yeah.
What's her leadership at max? Do you know?
Let me pull it up real fast.
Okay.
Gotta turn my game on.
And anyways, after that, they got new events going on. Like they said, the quiz, growth discount for water heroes. Another grimoire is being added, assuming for the new heroes, and that should be pretty good. New 7-day attendance event. I've been pleasantly surprised at the. In fact, let me check my phone. They got, you know how it always pops up like the login bonuses. Yeah, they've actually had some pretty good ones, like premium summon tickets, rainbow catalysts.
No, their login stuff's actually really good.
Yeah,
just
so
for every 28 days you get a SSR hero. So
yeah, that too. Yeah, that's really good stuff. So
all right, so I don't have her maxed, but her leader ability at for me +1 is increase the attack of physical allies by 30%. I want to say Ash starts at 25% for all allies, so I would think
yeah, he does. Yeah,
she would go up to 50% when max, if I had to guess.
That should be good.
Yeah, I think it would go up to 50% because Ash goes to 45 when he's max. I know that for sure.
And then if you could find a friend with a +5 Angelo, get his leadership on, I think it's +50 or 60%.
Well, Angelo's magical attack. So.
Oh, so it doesn't work. My bad. Never mind.
I think, or is he considered a physical typing too?
No, I think he's magical. You're right. Yeah. It's too bad there's no like hybrid buff, huh? I guess there is dark element, technically.
Yeah, like Tez and Angelo's are dark element based buffs. Let me look at him real fast.
Okay. So.
No, I think he's actually considered a physical. He does magical damage, but I think because he has the swords icon on his.
Oh, is he actually physical? Okay, I guess I'm wrong.
Yeah.
He looks magical, but okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because it just says he deals damage. It doesn't say he does magical.
Okay.
On his skills.
So. It could always be a translation thing, but hopefully, if he does do physical, that'd be way better because Teze's leadership would stack with him, would make him pretty nasty. Yeah. All right. So, anything else? Any more thoughts on this?
No, I think it's good.
All right.
You know, be excited to see what the whole event will be tomorrow, and we get the update in the morning.
All right. Well, you got anything going on your channel, or anything coming up you want to share?
Just I'll be streaming Epic 7 probably to try to burn through Epic 2 tonight. If you guys want to come watch that. Outside of that, I'll probably do a stream for Overhit tomorrow as well. When I get out of work. So that's about it for me. What about you?
Yeah, thinking I'm gonna have to choose, unfortunately, Overhit or Epic 7 tonight, and then for the stream. And then I'll be doing more Epic 7 videos for sure. I think I pissed off some of my followers because I did about like 20 overhit in a row. But so this is my only overhit video for the day. But there's a lot of stuff going on in that game too, as you know, a new update, all that. So, and
Yep.
I don't know. Are you looking at any games in the future that you might get into?
I would have to like completely quit
One of the
games in order to pick up anything new, to be honest.
I gotcha.
So Overhit's manageable, like I said, because of the auto repeat function. So it's not.
Yeah, that's pretty nice actually. Epic 7, we gotta do everything manually pretty much. So.
Yep. If Epic 7 adds auto repeat, then possibly I could add a game.
Oh, you know what was funny? What I thought was funny about them? You know how they got that new automatron, like power climb or whatever? Yeah. I just found it funny that they called it automatron. I wonder if they're just poking fun at us all because we want automatic stuff. But maybe you actually get in there and it is automatic. That would be kind of interesting. But...
I doubt for that. But I saw on a Q&A they had again, like someone asked about the auto repeat and auto chest function, and they only meant they completely ignored the auto repeat function, but they said, but it's been public knowledge, we've known this for like 4 months, that they're going to add a pet system or whatever for the chest in Epic 7, but they wouldn't actually answer about an auto repeat. They just evaded the question. So
yeah, I remember back when it was still Korean only, they had a big explanation that I translated one time, and it was basically, they said that they didn't want to add auto repeat because they want you to feel like you earned everything, and if they added auto repeat, then apparently the whales would just spiral out of control because they could just purchase stamina over and over and over. And you know, some of it I got, but you know, the majority of us, like me personally, I would love either a 2x speed or skip ultimate animations. You know, something like that at least, to where even if they're not going to give us auto repeat, at least let the farming be faster. But you know, so far,
I agree completely.
So far, it's on deaf ears, so that's the way it goes. So, all right, guys. So this has been our first collab. Are we doing more in the future? What do you think? Was this okay?
Probably, whenever you want to.
Yeah, I'll apologize, guys. My Discord is lagging, so unfortunately, I don't get like the super crisp video that I'm sure Fort Misery normally has. And also, you can see my unmade bed in the background, but I just did that so we could keep symmetry among the video. There you go. You're looking right now. I see. But anyways, at least it's not like a super crazy room. All right, guys. So that's gonna be it. So I guess we'll catch you later on.
See you guys. Thanks for having me on Showtime.
No worries, dude. It was fun.
Taking the time, brother.
Yeah, we'll do another one.
Cool.
All right. Peace.